heading to my friend's house today. My friend Ubaid, who is a very active host here, and he's always hosting foreigners, always accompanying them to places, different places in Lahore. So today he's hosting three female travelers from three different countries, in fact, three different continents. He's hosting an Iranian girl, a German girl, and a Moroccan girl as well. Not girls, I'd say ladies. So they are from Asia, Europe, and Africa, respectively. So we will be going there and having dinner with the girls, and then asking them how is their trip in Pakistan going on, their other travel experiences, and how is it in Pakistan as a solo female traveler, as they are all traveling as solo females in Pakistan. Easy, okay, done.
It's expensive.
What? Why?
In Iran, if you're ordering chicken with bone,
Yes, it's more expensive.
It's more expensive.
Yellow.
In Pakistan, if you are ordering chicken with bone, it's cheap, but without bone, it's more expensive.
Nice.
It's
So
the
it's
same
same
with bones, right?
No, it's different.
What is that?
Which one is spicy?
I think none
All
of
of
them
them
is
are-
spicy. For us, none of them is spicy.
For you?
Guys, we have first of all Halima from Morocco. Let's see what she's doing in Pakistan, and let's hear from her what she thinks about Pakistan.
Hello guys, people from Pakistan. I'm from Morocco, Marrakesh. Nice to meet you.
And what are you doing here?
I came here actually to celebrate Ramadan.
Right. And I mean, you could go to any other Muslim country also. Why specifically Pakistan?
I think like for last year I was listening to a lot of music, especially Sufi music, and it was in another language. So
Right.
for me I thought, this is very appealing, not only in rhythm but also in terms of a method, you know. And then when I came here I realized you have some Sufi schools, some Sufi methods, so I wanted to get close to that.
Right,
Yeah.
right. And what was your image or perception of Pakistan before coming here?
To be honest,
Especially as a solo female traveler.
yes. To be honest, before I even didn't know that much about Pakistan. Geographically, it's very distant from back home. So the only thing we knew from Pakistan is it's a Muslim and it's a Muslim country with a huge population.
Carry on. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think when I first arrived here, there are also a lot of different things. You know, like for example, just in terms of the car. The driving seat is in the right,
Yeah.
while for us it's left. So a lot of things like that are very small, but for me as a female traveler, they were kind of new. Yeah.
Right. And you felt welcome here in Pakistan?
Yes, I did because I do hold the same religion. So I spent most of the time Rosa with many hosts, many generous and welcoming Pakistani
So
people.
as a Muslim, it was easier for you to blend in during Ramadan?
Yes, yes, indeed, yes. I did enjoy the time with them, and I wanted also to practice namaz in, Taraweeh.
Right.
During evening prayers, but I heard here you don't have the female
Yeah, in mosques it
section.
is. Yeah, in
But
mosques
for
it-
us we have it, so that's what I kind of missed,
Right.
along with the Moroccan mint tea.
Right, right.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite place so far in Pakistan, and what places have you seen?
Yeah, I first landed in the south,
Right.
in Karachi, yes, and then from there I went up to Hyderabad,
Right.
and then to Rawal.
Rawalpindi?
Yeah, I think. And then from there to Lahore. And of course, I'm just waiting for the lockdown finish and then I can go up north.
Right, right. And in Karachi and Sindh side, did you visit the shrines also?
Unfortunately, due to COVID, most touristic and cultural spots were closed.
Ah, yes, yes, right.
I couldn't visit all that. But I had a glimpse of the Pakistani culture in terms of the food, in terms of the fashion, in terms of any other way. Yeah.
Right. And anything you like to tell the world travelers about Pakistan?
I think Pakistan is very ethnically and religiously and linguistically very diverse and rich, and it's kind of worth to come here, and you need to have a goal before even landing here. For example, my goal was mainly religious or spiritual, so my concept was about Sufism and looking for Sufi schools or Sufi centers, what we call back home Zawiya. But for others, for example, who are fond of traveling and hiking specifically and trekking, up north is mostly recommended.
Right. So you think Pakistan is completely safe for a solo female traveler?
I think I'm still here, so that's a sign.
And how long you've been here?
Around 1 month.
Right.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Ali.
Thank you. My pleasure.
This place belongs to him and he was the host tonight. So next up we have Zahra from Iran. Let's hear from her what she thinks. How are you doing?
Hello, how are you, Usman? And hello to everyone.
I'm fine, thank you. So, why are you in Pakistan?
No, my story is somehow different. My first and my priority decision, goal wasn't to visit here.
Right.
I came here in November, my first time. I came here for my visa interview to go to the United States. Then when I wanted to come here, everybody, especially my friends and colleagues, said, "Oh, you're going to Pakistan. Oh, there are a lot of tourists there. No, they are not. It's not a safe country." And all of them were making me frightened. And I didn't know what to do. Then my father said that you go there is no problem there, and he somehow pushed me to come to this country.
Right.
But in my first experience up here, I was just in hotel. I didn't visit anywhere. I was just in Karachi. But when I came for picking up my visa, I had to choose a stay in hotel or visit.
Right.
And because I had a good experience, good feedback from the people, from their hospitality and their kindness, so I listened to my heart and I decided to visit Karachi and Pakistan.
And interact more with the locals.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. And how long have you been here this time?
About 2 weeks.
Right. And how long you want to stay here?
Maybe 2 weeks more.
Right. So, what you will say about solo female travelers in Pakistan? Is it like safe for them, or is it better to have some male company with them? What will you recommend?
No, it's totally safe. I haven't felt any unsafety here. People really respect you, and they do their best to help you, and it's very nice.
Right. And what places you have visited so far, and what was your favorite place? I know you couldn't go to a lot of places because of COVID,
Yeah.
but still, out of the places you have visited, what will be your favorite place?
I have visited Karachi, Zahra, and here Lahore, and because I'm Muslim, I know about this
History of this
culture,
region.
and yes, for me, Hinduism and Buddhism was something curious, and I don't know about it a lot now.
Right.
So in Karachi, I went to 2 temples of Hinduism, and it was very nice for me seeing a lot of God, a lot of statues.
Right.
They're different. They are different. They have different gods. And for example, I saw a couple gods that they were the god and goddess of love.
Right.
And I heard the story that the god had killed the father of the god has killed his wife, and he again give life to him, because he had loved her wife a lot, and they want to be together, and that was very nice to me.
So you are right that we can also, like other than the historical and traveling in the mountains, we should also work on religious tourism.
Yeah.
Like for Muslims, it is more interesting to find out about other religions.
Yes, for me it was in this way, because in my country we are not allowed to think about different religions, and they say that Islam is the best religion in the world. But for me, I'm really curious to know, especially about the old religions.
Yeah, right,
Like, why?
And even if we believe that Islam is the best, we should have this freedom to study
Yes,
religions.
exactly.
How other people live, what is their lifestyle, what are the teachings of those religions.
Exactly. I didn't say that I don't believe that Islam is the best or not.
Right.
I said that I'm just curious to know more about different cultures and religions.
Right. Thank you so much, Zahra.
Welcome.
So we have our last guest for today. She is Arabella.
Yes, Arabella.
You pronounce that Arabella, right?
Arabella, you can call me Bella, however you
Okay,
want.
Arabella or Bella. She has her Instagram handle as the Spicy Travel Girl, right?
Yes, that's
So
correct.
kindly introduce yourself and your travels and what you are doing in Pakistan.
Yeah. Yes, my name is Arabella and I am a travel blogger at Spicy Travel Girl. And I'm originally from Germany, but now I'm currently based in Pakistan and I've been here for a couple of months already.
Right. And what was your perception of Pakistan before coming here for the first time?
Before coming here, it's really hard to recall. I barely knew anything about the country. I saw some beautiful photos, but that was about it. But what really got me to come here first were the amazing people. Like, I had some local friends from Pakistan and they invited me to come to Pakistan. And thanks to them, I barely even know anything I knew about the country before because they showed me like the really beautiful sights.
Right, and I think it is your second visit to Pakistan?
And my third actually.
Third actually, right. And how many places you have seen already and what's your favorite places?
I've already been to all provinces in Pakistan, like all territories and provinces. And my favorite place, it's really hard to point out, but I'm a person.
It's difficult to compare places.
Yeah. So I'm personally like a beach and desert person. So for me, it was a really unique chance to be able to visit Balochistan.
Right.
I think it's like an incredible region. And I also love cities, so Karachi as a big and crowded and busy city is really my favorite spot to be.
Right. And anything you like to say for the girls who want to come to Pakistan alone? Because this is like a perception that it is not safe for female travelers.
Yes, so there are a couple of different cultural norms and practices that are quite difficult to comprehend, especially as a traveler coming from Western countries. And so for me, for my first visit, I visited with locals and they told me all these different things, like you can't go to this and that place because it's a male-only place, or you can't go to this place alone, you can't go out alone because you might experience some uncomfortable situations. And so in the first couple of months, I barely went out. I only went out with male companions, and it was a completely different experience. But later on, after I'd already stayed for over 6 months in the country, I realized, why not this time I come back by myself? And so far, I still have support from local friends, but even when I go out and travel alone, my experiences are quite alright.
Right.
But I personally would recommend to learn a lot about the lifestyle and culture beforehand, so that when you do eventually go out alone, you make sure to not violate any social norms that could get you into negative situations.
Or it gets you extra attention that you don't feel comfortable with.
Yes, there is a lot to get used
And
to.
also
as a
like
foreign
you are
traveler.
you are covered well with hijab. It also helps to blend in with people more, I guess.
Yes, I mean, as a foreigner, actually in general, there is no strict dress code. What many foreigners maybe not know about Pakistan.
Right.
You can wear jeans and shirt, or you can wear a full hijab. It's completely up to you. But for me personally in Pakistan, I was able to learn more about the beautiful culture and the beautiful religion that is Islam, and I was able to embrace a more modest dress code, and that's how I feel more comfortable now.
Right. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
All the interviews done. Now it's time for some dessert and some shisha.
Don't show us with shisha in
Hashtag Mission
Hashtag shisha.
भाई हमारा भी आई बैकपैक पाकिस्तान चल रहा है. Follow me on I backpack Pakistan on my Instagram.